I was just gonna ask, is this a variation of Erisine? I've been listening to the music.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a variation. It's a new song for this game, I guess, because...
Yeah, but it has some of these, not like exact same notes, but I don't know, like the same...
Leitmotif?
Maybe, or just chords or whatever as Erisine, I think. Anyway, we're clearly in her room, so...
We're clearly in a room. This is a new thing we're doing right now. This is a morning recording session. I have not yet had my morning coffee. I'm having my coffee as we speak. So is Anna. So, excuse me if we're a little bit... excuse me if we're a little bit low energy right here in the beginning until we get, in shape. But we are in shape.
Yeah, because neither of us are morning people.
No.
Nick is more of a night person, and I'm just not an any time of day person. I'm always tired.
But I am in a good mood. I got my first shot of that Pfizer vaccine. I'm vaxxed up. And I'm ready for my white boy summer.
What does that mean?
Don't stare us like that, man.
It's white boy summer, honey. What do you mean? It's self-explanatory.
I don't know. It's not.
It's so self-explanatory. No, here's the thing. We saw a video on YouTube of with the guy from All Gas No Brakes, who's just interviewing a bunch of idiots doing spring break and ignoring mask mandates and stuff like that. And everyone was screaming about white boy summer. And we've
been wondering what that is ever since.
What is that? And I looked it up.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, I looked it up.
And is it something?
It's the weirdest thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're gonna think I'm making this shit up.
Probably.
You're gonna think that what I'm saying right now is not a real sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So white boy summer is a concept that was invented by one of Tom Hanks' kids, because one of Tom Hanks' sons is a white boy rapper. His name is Shit Hanks.
You're joking.
I'm almost joking, but no. And apparently he threw out, his name is Chet, but apparently he threw out a thing on his social media where he just sort of said that he got a feeling that this year is going to be a white boy summer, and then refused to elaborate. and everyone was like, what do you mean, shit? What do you mean white boy summer? And then he elaborated a bit further by setting up rules for white boy summer and how white boys have to behave during the summer. It's mostly just buy my merch. And then he made a music video about it. I haven't seen it, but I don't think I need to. I think it's probably going to be pretty cringy. People have said that oh, this isn't the first time that he has sort of just tried to coattail on sort of the hip hop movement and try to just copy what other people have done. Apparently there was a female rapper in 2019 who pitched the term hot girl summer, and then I guess he wanted to do his own thing on that, but
why did he have to pick white boy of all things?
Yeah, why did he have to pull race into it? Why is it white boy summer?
It's so incredibly tone deaf on the eve of conviction of what's his name, Derek Chauvin.
Yeah, well, white boy summer. This is back in April or stuff.
But I remember that's when the verdict came in. It came in. I was with my mom at her radiation appointment, talking to her two EMTs that drove us there. That was in April.
Yeah, and
that was
but he sells T-shirts that say "Stop Hate," but they're written in sort of the same gothic font that white supremacists usually to write on their shit.
Yeah, but it's time we take that font back.
Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong, because the Gothic font is fucking cool. Yeah, and they shouldn't be allowed to have that anymore. So okay, fine. I will drop my criticism in that regard. You are right. We should take that back.
Okay, but not with cringy white boy summer things. Okay, what does this have to do with Final Fantasy?
No, I'm just saying that since I got my vaccination, right? I should go do my spring break. It's a bit late.
You shouldn't.
We're a couple of months late, but
you only got your shot a few days ago.
Oh.
You have no immunity yet.
So what you're saying is it's not yet my white boy summer,
no.
And by the time I have my full immunity, we'll be in White Boy Autumn.
Yeah, to be fair, you do White Boy Autumn with the pumpkin spice lattes.
I do. And that was one of the criticisms against Hot Girl Summer, where it was like just, no, it wasn't, no, oh, yeah. Hot Girl Summer got a counter reaction. Again, with people who gotta bring in race into this, because that's what America is all about. No, check it. Because I guess because it's rap and it's like black people and that sort of culture, I guess white people feel the need to create some sort of counter reaction to it because they're frightened by black culture. So Hot Girl Summer was followed by Christian Girl Autumn.
You're joking.
No! I am not, as a counter movement, because obviously Christian girls aren't hot. They're not included in that
It's such a
segment.
self-burn.
I know, right? And yeah, and no, and Christian Girl Autumn was all about just, you know, the palest white girls you can imagine with their pumpkin spice lattes and their Instagram pictures of them wearing cozy sweaters and stuff. And
to be fair, cozy sweaters are nice, and you
but
love
why do you have
pumpkin
to frame
spice
it that way?
lattes. But why do you have to? Yeah, why do you have to do that? I was like, just everyone likes a good sweater.
Yeah.
And lots of people like pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah.
Not me, but
Me included. It's
yeah,
great.
you do. It's like,
but why do you have to frame it that way as a counterculture to black culture? Why is that? Why does black culture scare you people?
I don't know. However, I would like to turn our attention back to the game. I know it's very hard to focus at this early hour in the day. Like, guys, it's not even 11 a.m.
But
yet.
it's so weird because Shit Hanks is I'm not gonna dignify him by calling him a rapper, but I'm gonna say that he calls himself a rapper. So he's obviously trying to, like, you know, be a part of black culture, because guess what? Hip hop is fucking black culture. People deal with it. But
how did Tom Hanks produce that?
It's so weird, right? It's so weird how Tom Hanks, the most, like, universally beloved figure in the entire universe, has a white boy rapper for a son. He talked about that in an interview, because he's got like 4 kids, I think, and he's like, well, 2 of his kids, they grew up before he was super famous. They grew up just seeing him be like a guy, you know, trying to make rent.
But how is that possible? Because he's like my parents' age. Like, I think, like, I know Colin Hanks.
I assume 2 of his kids are like very old at this point, because he's like 60 now or something. So like he's probably got kids who are in their like 30s and 40s now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. But remember how he was Forrest Gump in the 90s?
Yeah.
His kids were, if they're around our age, even slightly older than us, they were still kids then.
Yeah, I guess.
And he was already famous at the time.
I guess.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, but yeah, Shit Hanks, he grew up a bit later, so he was born when Tom Hanks was already like super famous and a fucking billionaire. So he's talked about that, where it was like, just it's been a different experience for his other kids, and I can imagine.
Yeah,
imagine there are difficulties with just like growing up in a extremely privileged environment. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like someone who's that privileged and who, like, so much about hip hop is about just, you know, fucking
lack of privilege.
Yeah, and just coming from like hard times and just acknowledging those roots and stuff, and talking about struggles and all of that stuff. It's been an integral part of hip hop for its existence. So when you have this sort of like hyper privileged person who has had every single door in the entire world open for him from birth, he's like, he has not been allowed to fail. And then to, because like it's one thing, you can still do it if you sort of acknowledge where you're coming from and stuff, but then to take that privilege, if we're going to use those words, and try to launch the movement of White Boy Summer, which immediately got co-opted by the fucking trumpets, and thinking it's an excuse to walk around and like just be rude toward black people and scream White Boy Summer in their face, as if it's like, fuck mask mandates, fuck fuck the rules, fuck caring about other people. It's like suck it libs has been replaced by white boy summer, and like shit, this is your fault.
And it's like these people, they probably, like children of celebrities like that, they probably have problems that we cannot even imagine ever. But at the same time, they can't understand the issues that the rest of us have ever.
No, of course not.
And
of course not.
Yeah. Don't try. Anyway, but let's get back to Final Fantasy for real. For real, this is not one of our I don't know, like life journal.
No, this is not Hatoful Boyfriend.
Yeah,
if you want if you want to watch an LP that just turned into a podcast, go watch Hatoful Boyfriend.
Look, guys, we apologize. We just needed something to talk about while we drank that first cup of coffee. Let's
you
play
drank
this.
the first cup of coffee. I've just been sitting here talking.
Well, I've also been talking. It's just you've been talking so much that you haven't had time to drink your coffee. That's your own fault.
That is my own fault.
I tried to give you space to drink by saying something occasionally. But you didn't take me up on the offer.
Guess not.
All right, so Aerith's room.
Yes, this is the room she grew up in, most likely.
She's been painting on the walls.
It's very much implied that she painted this.
Yeah, and there's like boxes of medical stuff on the side, kind of.
Yeah.
So
That's her happy pills.
They did experiments on her, and there's books, and they look old.
Yeah. You can ask her about it.
I guess, yeah.
My mom and I stayed here years ago when I was just a little girl. The room looks exactly the same. Every morning, they'd come and take my mom away. I remember crying here alone.
Aerith, before we break out of here, talk to us. There's so much we don't know.
Well...
So this is a bit different from the original game, because in the original game, we got captured by Shinra, and this conversation happened in the jail cell.
Oh, but just so you know, that's not their actual name. They called themselves the Cetra.
We who were born of the planet, with her we speak, her flesh we shape. Unto her promised land shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence, may we take our place in paradise.
Barrett, are you one of the ancients?
You know it.
Yeah, well, honestly, I thought that part was just a fairy tale.
Shinra thinks it's true. They've been searching for the promised land for a long time.
And they must think you can lead them to it. Can you?
Nope. Someday, maybe, I'll find it in me. But now, not even if I wanted to.
Even if you could, that land belongs to to you and your people. Shinra's after it because they believe it's rich in Mako. Mako they've got no right to claim. But they'll try to take it anyway, won't they? Greedy bastards will never stop.
Gotta kill them.
Okay, new plan. Y'all take Aerith and get the hell out of here. Me, I'm gonna go bust some Shinra heads.
That's a dumb plan.
That's not a terrible plan.
That's not a plan.
You can't do that.
That's not even a plan. Oh no, time ghosts.
Space
ghosts.
Let's do the same thing we always do.
Oh,
You
great.
do smart
These
people
assholes
things.
again.
I try
Probably some
killing
Shinra
people.
science experiment.
Hey, he can see them now?
Whispers,
Oh, you know what they are?
perhaps best described as arbiters of fate. They are drawn to those who attempt to alter destiny's course and ensure they do not.
Oh really? Oh really?
Like capital D? Destiny?
The flow of the great river that is the planet, from inception to
Have you
oblivion.
seen Loki?
And you're saying that
No.
that flow is somehow fixed?
Yes, for it is the will of the planet itself.
So if we're destined for a bleak future, these whispers will try to keep us on that course? Now wait just a damn minute.
I'm gonna shoot them.
Possibly know any of that? Spouting that cryptic stuff, which could all be bullshit.
Yeah, we don't even know you, man.
Lab rat or dog?
That's clearly
Are you
not
a cat or a dog? He's not a rat dog.
When Aerith reached out to me, I found this knowledge of the Whispers.
So you know what they are.
Please.
Aerith.
But the thing
The
is,
Shinra Electric Power Company isn't the real enemy. It started with them, sure, but I promise you, there's a much bigger threat. I just want to do everything in my power to help. All of you. And the planet.
Okay, so it's been acknowledged now
What are you not telling us?
that Aerith is trying to alter fate,
I'm
which
lost
means she
in
knows
me.
what's supposed to happen.
Every step is taking me further from the path. Every time the whispers touch me, I lose something, a part of myself. Follow them, the yellow flowers.
I get happy whenever we see stuff like this. The new
Yes.
stuff. The stuff that they change.
also,
Yes, potent lesbian energy. I know. It's so potent.
Weird.
how come Tifa and Barrett can see them now?
They couldn't see them before?
No.
But
It was just
fought against them,
Cloud.
I guess.
Yeah, Cloud, I think.
Aha! There you are. Rick, what are you doing, man? Hey guys, long time no see.
How did you get in there?
You're here?
I mean, he's
You
Avalanche.
shouldn't be up and moving.
I'm
Yeah,
feeling
but-
much better thanks to Elmira's cooking.
It took us a long time to get in there. Oh god.
I'm fat, so I got healed with
What was
food.
that? An explosion?
HQ's running the show this time. They're
Oh, really?
to try and flush out the president. This complicates matters.
Avalanche is attacking the headquarters?
Being on high alert.
That's new.
So now
Yep.
we're trapped in here?
No need to panic, little lady. See? You can still move freely within Hojo's laboratory. Find a way to the roof. An avalanche chopper will come to extract you.
HQ's bailing us out? I doubt it. Not after all the shit we've pulled.
I asked them really nicely. Like super duper nicely.
Thanks, Wedge.
Just get to the roof, okay?
I object to the little lady language here.
But this is new.
This is
I didn't
new.
ask him to do any of that.
Yeah.
This
Weird.
isn't how things played out. Or how they're supposed to play out.
Wasn't there something on the roof in the original though? Like a fight with like the son of President Shinra?
Yeah, Rufus Shinra.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Alright, we have...
That's right.
Can you
We
actually...
have Aerith as a party member.
Alright, well, time to like level her up.
Yeah. And she's using the bladed staff. She's still at 90% proficiency. I have already leveled up her new weapons and stuff, but this is great. But I need to be in one combat and use the lustrous shield once just to learn it.
Yeah.
And then I haven't learned the familiar either. Kind of sucks. I haven't been able to do that with Aerith. So we're gonna do that. Geometric bracelet seems good. I think I already equipped her with stuff.
But not
off
with...
screen.
She doesn't have materia.
No, she does not. She can just take Barrett stuff.
So Barrett is out now?
He's not in the party right now, no.
I guess you can't decide.
So I'll give her some healing.
You've never had the ability to decide in this game, right? It's like always, for some reason or other, one person was gone, right?
Yeah, yeah, we have not been able to pick party members at any point.